Hello, what is fucking going on? Huh? Last night it began to tack, 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 tack on my roof. I just had woke up on my own. I was listening to something and it started just coming fucking down. Hail. Knocking the shit. It was loud. It was loud as fucking there. It persisted for a small amount of time and then it was done. But at first it was like, what is that? Tap, tap, tap. I didn't know what was going on. I just woke up from a deep ass sleep. Very weird dreams, which I cannot remember at all. I don't fucking even know. They have a cat, a little cat over at his old lady's place that got multiple attacks from creatures and shit. It was barely doing alright, but a fucking ramcoon last night tried to pull its ass into the wild to eat it, but it got away. It did not, and it has to go and get his leg. His leg is broke, so it has to be set. Wouldn't know how to do that. I would have to. You don't want the fucking raccoons are fucking motherfuckers, dude. They cause more shit than almost any other animal. It's like possums ain't fucking with shit. They're not trying to fuck with shit. They want to eat your stuff and play dead, all that. They stink and they're nasty, but they're not doing the fucking havoc that raccoons do. Raccoons are monsters. They're monstrous little shits. If they find a place where there's some food, and they come back and there's no food, they ransack that shit. They get pissed off. They're little monsters. They gotta be dealt with. That one fucked the cat up. That's your ass. That's One time there was one. Everybody was over here at our house. There were like 5 fucking people over here, and like was hearing something on the porch. Opened the fucking door. The fucking raccoon, with its legs spread, was like over the fucking aluminum can that we had corn in for the birds. Just fucking going to town on the corn, but like suspended over the middle with his legs spread like a fucking acrobat. And I was like, oh yeah, you motherfucker, you motherfucker. I went in and got that 22. That bitch took off, but I got his ass. Got him. I found him early in the morning where he expired. He expired because he had to bleed out. But that one was just taking fucking, just going to town, fucking it all up. Normally we've got it close to where they couldn't get in there. This one broke through, so he had to go, and he did go away to raccoon heaven. Won't be fucking with my fucking corn. And then what else do you have? If dogs come through, that's not every time. I'm not just gonna blast a dog unless you fuck with my chickens, dog. Then you're out of there. I don't give a fuck whose dog you are. You in the yard, you eat my chickens, you gonna die. That's the way it is. Keep your fucking dogs in your yard. We got these dogs that are running through. Now there was a really nice dog named Cooper. Really nice. The fucking dog. I told the story more times than once, but I'm in the backyard, whatever, over here outside. I was hearing this coming from around here. This fucking dog runs up to me and jumps up on me. So he's like, well, "This is how we meet." I'm like, "All right, what's up?" And he's running around. He's all happy and shit, just doing his thing. This motherfucker was smart. He was a very smart dog because, like, the next day, I was locating those nodes that I talked about, the ley line nodes. There was one over there. There's one in the same line. Go down there to the river. I'm down there on that dot. Here comes this dog running down the hill. And before I had located the node in the spot for the alignments, you draw a line from the river all the way up to outside your yard's gate, which can be done. I could do it and show you what I mean. I probably will. Why not? I'll put it in the damn fucking thing. Um, I saw there was some sort of like a dead hog was down there in its bones. I told Cooper dog, that's what his tag said, Cooper. Uh, hey, go get you one of those bones for that fucking hog. He runs past and then runs back, and he's got one of the bones. Runs up, and the fucker leaves it on the fence where I come out. That's a smart fucking dog. Or it's an alien. Alien using a dog. A little too smart for a dog. For me. I mean, you don't even know me. You know English that damn well. You're gonna grab a bone. You're gonna run off. You fucking stalking me, mother. And it may be aliens using dogs to interface. Why not? Probably ain't shit for an alien to use a dog during the daytime. They don't want to fly their ships around. They're psychic shit. Let's operate a dog. I mean, think about it. I don't know. I thought this many times. There had been times when I thought, this is not a dog. This is not the animal that it appears to be. This is something in the animal interfacing with humans, doing tests, whatever the fuck they do. Because sometimes you just get that vibe. I do. Like this is not what we're dealing with here. There's something in this dog. There's something in this cat. This isn't a normal cat. This isn't a normal dog. This raccoon was motivated by childhood trauma to pull the kitten into the woods to violate it. I don't think that's it at all. I'm sure there's a lot of childhood trauma for a raccoon because you're a motherfucker raccoon. I don't know. I'd like to live in the world where the aliens just land and go into TGI Fridays and have some food. Of course, they can't eat our food because we poison it and put all kinds of shit in it. So they're not gonna go eating. They're not gonna go to town. We can't even have people over. We can't even have people over because of the fucking dumbass way our. What would you call that? Think about how many things society's got fucked up to where you can't even have your friends over from space. Water with the fucking I fucking fuck fluoride in it. They don't want that. No, no, you're fuck my pineal gland. No, they don't. They're not fucking their pineal gland up. They're not doing that to their people. They have achieved spaceship status. They're not doing dumb shit like that anymore. How many levels of dumb shit beyond war? We still murdering each other with fucking. I don't. I think you need to stop doing that shit. Killing one another off. They say that these are the alien people. Okay, You know who they are. You know what I'm talking about. These people. You see their shows. I talked to the Pleiadians. They channeled me. Don't channel to me nothing. I don't want to hear about your channel. The Pleiadians. Get the fuck out of here. Let the fucking beings come down and talk to the people on Earth themselves. They don't have to eat our food. I don't advise it since we're going to be so dumb and fuck us up. But you think that once there are beings from other places that can come here without getting blowed up by us to steal their ship stuff, whether either in open, you know, don't go to Earth, they'll shoot your shit down, keep you underground for months till you die. Let our people go. Surprisingly, those beings haven't sent a fucking armada to handle our ass. But I don't think that a lot of them, I don't believe, do it that way anymore. Universe wants you to advance, to progress outside of murder, death, killing each other. There's plenty of mysteries to discover without having to overcome things that are eating you and other people murdering you, whether on Earth or in space. Sure, it's probably still predatory and dangerous in a lot of ways, but I don't think every civilization is doing that. It seems like they evolve out of that and then rapidly advance. And Earth before, it seemed to be, at least this is what I heard Cliff High saying with his band of merry and mysterious older gentlemen that read and research all these old texts from how the hell long back, that in some places in India they had a society. They didn't even have weapons. They had shit to manage large animals, you know, for domesticated like fucking animals, but they weren't fighting each other. They weren't warring. And most humans were in a non fucking battling each other, killing each other situation. Then they parked the moon here. The moon, the effects of it being how it is, and it's anomalous as fuck. I'm not going to go into it not being a real thing. Well, it's a real thing, but it's definitely hollow and something inside. The surface of it has got dumped titanium dirt, which is now beginning to rust. Shows from space, you can see it up there. It's rusting because there is a minimal atmosphere, but they don't say that there's that, but there is, and other weird shit. They're mining that shit all the time. Those fucking things that you think of as the craters are not craters. They're fucking mining operations. Craters don't do like that. And then some of them disappear. They're gone. They just go to disappear. And whatever the surface is, that's a projection for our side because that does not act like a sphere does when you light it. It's all the way across like a plate. Has ripples in it and shit. You can see it's a projection. It's some sort of screen because they don't want us looking at what they got going on up there. Now, who's up there? I don't know. The remote viewers say that they speak Etruscan. There's a lot of weird shit about the Etruscans, you know, so it might be the same people from the language. I don't know, whatever. It's probably a humanoid, but up there with some sort of Elohim or El. Now, if those things, the L's, those are beings, if they're physical beings, those are motherfuckers and pieces of shit and want nothing to do with it. That would be my position on the matter. From the behavior and the treatment that the accounts say they have done to you, because they use us as drugs, and I don't really like that. I don't think I can agree with it. I mean, I could understand it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm just saying. And it did affect me. I like if I'm going to think of a being, maybe it's a spiritual being, maybe it's some energy being or something like that. If it condenses and has a physical body that then eats, dismembers human beings, takes their abdominal fat, adrenalized, and huffs it on the altar to get high. I don't like you. I don't want to be your friend because that's fucked up. And I don't want it to happen to me. Adrenochrome, baby. They love this stuff. I'm, I don't know. I've never had it. I don't know. Adrenochrome. I don't want it. No, no, thank you. None for me. Pot. Marijuana pot does not come from the inside of the brain matter of a child, terrified, adrenalized, and then extracted by death. That's not the type of substances I want to use. I don't even, how do you come up with something like that? You gotta be a real space sort of spider or something. You gotta be a real fucking monster, okay, as far as I'm concerned, to even come up with that. Right? All this science I don't understand. Lost in space. That is the world we live in. It's crazy. I don't know. Wait till tomorrow till my food stuff comes on. That's what I'm waiting for. My little chicken inside thing completely got wet from the damn water thing. I don't know if it's leaking or what. All this bedding is wet. I only have a little bit more. This right here, I have to carefully treat it. My friends bring in their chickens. I think they're going to leave theirs at home. I don't think they're going to. They said they could leave them in their big ass thing and then go on the trip. Well, then do that. Fuck, they got Super Max for chickens, big 100-gallon water thing. They tried to bring it in here. We barely get it in the door. Like, well, we're going to put the lights. You're not going to use. We're not using. We're not going to put those lights. You don't need those lights anymore. You need the light early in their development because they would get too cold and die. But you don't have to run it all the time. I leave a light in there for them, but it's not the big ass orange one. That motherfucker's hot as hell and it runs a lot of electricity. You don't run that fucking light. You're crazy. You're crazy. Mine are out there in the front doing their little picking and stuff, drying out because they got wet from that. And I didn't like they look nasty. They look all like poor children and stuff. But they'll dry out. It's nice and sunny. They're not in direct sun, but they've got enough sun and nothing can predate them. They're not in any danger or fear. I might leave them out there in the nighttime. Nothing can get in there at night other than snake, and I'm not sure snakes be trying to do that out there. I mean, in the chicken coop, you have to watch that because they will come in from the. They will. They will try to get them. They like to get the eggs when there's eggs. The rat snakes do. I don't think they're eating the whole chicken. I never had lost a chicken to the rat snake. Just the eggs. But the one my dad got out of there, that motherfucker was 7 foot long. It was big as hell. He was blasting that shit with the fucking 50 caliber. Pow! Mad as hell. He was fighting it. He had blood on him. The snake had blood. He was going to town. He was having a blast. Fuck you, motherfucker. I've got a couple of them too. Bullwhip is great for snake. You wouldn't think it would be. You want to know how many snakes I've killed with a fucking bullwhip? A lot. And it's easy. No te preocupes. No problems needed. You fucking hit that bitch right in the fuck of his back and it break his back. The snake looked like a fucking retard dumped out of his fucking high chair. Laying on the floor, he's all shaking and shit. Yep. Bad motherfucker with that whip. I like the whip. I don't have currently have one. I need to like to get another one. You get the right whip, you can have it for a while, but they don't last. They're cheap. It's time for a new one. Anyway, have a wonderful day.